Howdy, howdy, folks! Welcome back. Today we got a Cave Spider XP farm tutorial. It can either be XP or you could make it just mob drops, whatever you choose. This is the design that I always build mine, and I usually stick with what works. There's no reason, unless there was a different design that came out that was just like, oh my god, that works so well. I will say right off the bat, the signs and the stair design right there, that is Etho's original design. And he did that a long time ago, like when he first started. And that works great. The thing with cave spiders is, one, they're one block high. They can fit in one block gap. Two, they can climb everything. And they can track you through blocks. So there's a couple things you want to try to avoid then, since they can track you through blocks. One is you want to try to avoid making your crusher setup or your XP setup above the spawner. Because if they do, they're going to try to climb the ceiling right here and try to track you. It's better, and if you see most designs, they kind of just go straight out from it and either a block or two down. So something like this. So this is the basic design that I would usually go with right here. And with the little hopper timer setup, I even think this hopper timer might be Etho's, but I'm not sure. I think he does it a different way. I changed the piston around, maybe, I don't know. And then here's an option for lighting right here. I didn't hook it up yet, but I'll show you once we start building it. All you have to do is connect the dots, you know what I mean. What this does is this shuts it on and off. I always make all my spawners with an on and off switch, because if something doesn't work and you need to get in there, these spiders will kill you in a heartbeat. So let's start this design real quick. Let's start it over, let me see, are we pretty much flush? Yeah, we are. Let me see how many blocks I am. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the spawner. Okay, so let's start this over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just say that's the spawner. Okay, we're gonna say this is the spawner right here. Now, usually the spawning for these guys, it's here, here, and here. They can spawn one up, center, and then one down. And it's an 8x8 area, and the 8x8 is determined off of your coordinates right here. So if you were to make a corner like this, it's whatever your two numbers going down like this would be your 8th side. And I know that already sounds confusing as it is, you guys, and I know it is. And so I'll show you what I normally do. How many blocks did I go down? I went 2. Okay, so what I do is 1, 2. Okay, so what I do is from the center of the spawner, I go out 4 in every way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The center of the spawner, 1, 2, 3, 4. So essentially, you're making it a 9x9. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a 9x9. So let's make a 9x9. And I'll have a world download so you can check out the finished one and then the one we're doing. So let me do this real quick. Come on. I need to get my Minecraft hands back into it. I've been playing some Battlefield, and you know, it's all weird, the movement. Okay, so this is 9x9 pads centered. This is centered. So we're exactly 9x9 around this. Okay? So we're gonna do the walls. I'm gonna do it out of glass just so you can see the inside. So let's just cover this in glass. Let's cover 3 sides in glass, like this. And remember, this wall has to be on the outside of the 9th block. You can't put it here. So we're just gonna do 3 sides right now, like this, so you guys can see. And we're gonna go 1 above this. We're gonna put a glass right there, and then this is gonna be our roof height right here. So right there. So we could actually just do this right here, just for looks. Whoops. There we go. And we're just going to do the 3 sides first. And leave the front side open. Whatever side you want them to build your killing chamber, we're going to build it the same way, this side. So we're just going to leave that open just for now, because we're going to have to do some other stuff to it. And so finish filling in your walls, like so. And if this tutorial is kind of long for you guys, if you already know the basics, just speed it up. I mean, it is YouTube. You can do whatever you want with the video. There are some people that want every step, and trust me, there's a lot of people like that. They want every step. So I'm going to do every step. This is every step. You don't want to watch it, I can understand. If you already understand making the frame around it, just speed up the video. But some people want that. Actually, not some. I should say a lot of people want that. A lot of people. A lot of people don't understand how all this stuff works, and you're like, okay, build a box, and they're not understanding. What do you mean build a box? How? You know? So again, I'm doing this out of glass just so we can see, you know, all this. Am I missing one? There we go. So there we go. It's a 9x9 around there with the spawner centered. You want to have a block up there. It don't matter what the block is, because you don't want them to spawn up there. So I just use glass. Whatever. So right here we have a 9x9. So if we start throwing down some water, you're going to notice that it's going to end exactly where we want it. Right there. Which is perfect. Now let's get our stairs. And this is going to be Ethos design. So stairs and signs. And we're going to want to put our stairs all the way across where the water stops like this. And then our signs, we're going to put it 1 block up and over. So diagonal right there from the stairs. And just put sign on sign until you get all the way to the end. And you can just place it on the sign. You don't have to push shift or anything. Just place it on the face of it. Like that. So that's what we want. So now we have our new platform, which is going to be right here. And I'm going to put glass right here, because now we're going to start the tunnel. So if we were to throw the water in right here and right here, look what happens. Get out of here. This water down here connects to this top one, and then it forces them to go into the middle. The thing is they climb, and so when you're over here, they're going to be climbing the face of this, and this helps grab them and force them into here. They're still climbing though. Don't get me wrong. If you say, hey, you know, they're still climbing, there will be an occasional that will still climb. It is what it is, but this way works really good. So from on top of here now, to finish this front wall out, we're gonna actually step it in one. So right over this water source is now your wall, and you're gonna do this wall all the way across, like so. So now they're 1 block wide, and they're gonna fit right in there. So now we're gonna come out, and usually wherever this last water is right here, so we can keep it 1 water source, like how I did right here. I just kept it 1 long water source. We'll just break this block where it stops, and then now we can just continue down from here until it stops. And I believe it might be like 7 or 8 blocks. Let me block this off. Let's just make a 1 wide channel like this. Is it 8? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what I thought. So 8 blocks. That's perfect. So we got 1 source doing the whole thing. That's great. So now, pretty much their containment part is done. So now we're ready just really to do the crusher part, and go from there. So first things first, let's do this. We'll just put 2 blocks right here. Change this one for a solid. Change this one for a solid. Because this is where the pistons are going to be, right in here. We want to crush them against the solid block, not against glass. Okay, I had to change it in a day. So now we can finish the top off up here. So remember, they're one high spiders, so you got to keep at least a one high gap in here. Inside here, you got to keep it at least one high. So now we can bring this over and like that, and they'll drop down in there, and then they'll come through. So if you don't, hold on. Okay, sorry about that, you guys, my phone. Okay, so now we got that part, the little tunnel. Put one block there, and put your iron bar right there. That way you can stand up here and they won't hurt you. They'll collect to the top. Spiders have a habit of wanting to go up, so that's why we make this too wide right here. Once they get right here, they'll just kind of float up here. And now we can start the little platform area. I'm just gonna build this out. All this design right here, you guys can make it look however you want. You know, I'll just show you the redstone, and then aesthetics wise, like how I did up there, you do whatever you want, because this is gonna be in a cave, remember that. So you do whatever you want in there, how it looks. Let's get our sticky pistons, and let's put one right there, and we actually need one right there. So we need it just like this, and then we'll build our little platform out just so we can do our redstone. But remember, you'll be in a cave, so that you won't have to be building all this out. I'm just doing this because I'm building it on a flat land. Like, I'm trying to keep the whole thing exposed so you can see everything. You know what I mean? And I just did stairs there, so you can come up here. It doesn't matter, though. And then for this, I just went something like this, like a wall. You gotta have some kind of wall here so you can have, you know, an on and off type switch. So it doesn't matter. Actually, I didn't do that. I went like this. Whoops. There. Just so we can have an area to put our little on and off switch. There we go. So right here, we'll have the crusher, and then the lights on and off. On, off, and then the crusher is going to be one hit with the hopper timers deal. So not that hard. And that is right there. Double check it. Bingo. Okay, first, you're going to want a sticky piston. Then your block's going to go right there. And then the piston's going to be one block over. I think. I can't remember. Let's see. I need to get the hoppers first. Okay, so we need to put hoppers facing each other. So shift click into this one. Break that first one. Shift click in that. Look, they got to face each other. Just like that. Then we need our comparator. At the end here, normal block, redstone, and it's, to make them one hit kill, it's 15 blocks. And then, this, oh wait, did I do that too far? No, that should be right. Yep, because this is where it'll come up. So let's test this. There we go. That's the crusher. It's timed for the 15 blocks. Now this, after it's done transferring over, this will retract back. It's not a sticky piston, you see? You got to make sure it's not a sticky piston so it doesn't pull it back. And so that is the redstone. I mean, it's really simple, you guys. You guys can copy this right here. This has to be a sticky piston. That's where your input is. And your output is going to be where the block is going to be. So it's going to be right here, and then make it go up to your pistons. And that's it. That'll be timed exactly what we need it. So let's test this. Let's get cave spiders. Like so. And you'll see them. And remember, they'll track you. They're not going to track me because I'm in creative. But look at that. Look how they get pulled over like that. And then they're going to come right to the end. And all you do is you AFK right over here just like this. And they'll pile up. They're just going to pile and pile and pile. Now, at first, they kind of get clumped up like this. They will stack up. It's just how they are. Eventually, once more keep on coming, they will stack up. This always happens every time I play. It happens. Though they will start to stack up. So let's throw some more in there. But they'll start to stack up in here. And see, I like doing glass like this because if I'm standing here, I could see the spawner from here. I could see everything. See, now they're starting to stack up. And once you get this look like this, where they look like they're all bunched up, they'll always stack up from here. So you can just AFK as long as you want, and they'll always stack up. So just give it a second. They will stack up. And then usually what I do is I turn it off. Just say this is my on and off switch. And then I'd crush them. Like so. And then for XP, you can either do one hit kill, or the easiest way what I do is I do damage potions, instant damage potions. Like I'll have a little brewing setup in the corner right here, and then just like that. And you can gather all your XP. That's the easiest way. Instead of punching them, one damage potion. It's really easy to make these, really easy. Now to collect your loot, we can do a chest right here. So it'll automatically come to this chest. And over here, we're just going to dig down a little bit. We know the water ends right here on this block, like so. So what we need to do is make that a hopper going to the chest over here. From here to right there, to the back of this chest. So shift click that into the chest. Shift click, shift click, shift click, shift click, and then we can just go right here for now. And then shift click, shift click. There we go. And you'll have the hopper set up before. You don't have to do it. This is just if you want the collection loot. Now, if any items in there go inside there, they'll get collected to the chest. See? Like so. So everything you kill in there, it'll automatically just go to the chest. Very easy, very simple. A couple rules real quick for this. Number 1, for spiders to keep on spawning, you have to be 8 blocks away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right here. If you were within this, if spiders were gathered within this 8 blocks, so say they gathered right here, they're not going to spawn anymore. So they have to be more than 8 blocks away for that spawner to keep spawning. And number 2, you can't be more than 16 blocks away from the spawner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right here. 16. Now, you can always shorten this up if you want. You could move this whole thing over and do it right here. That's up to you. So you gotta be you can't be more than 16 blocks away. So for me, I would just AFK like right here. You know, like say this was the wall and you're in here. I would just AFK right here. They would all build up. Then I would shut it off, hit it, and then that's it. For the lights, I'll do the lights real quick. I usually use redstone lamps. You gotta put them exactly in line with the spawner. Exactly in line. Exactly in line. And exactly in line. Now over here, it's a little bit difficult because we got this whole funky deal. And you can't have it exactly in line because you have all this. So what we can do is we can put it right here, which is 1 block above. It's still in line, like straight, but it's 1 block up. It's okay. We can make that work. And then wire it up. And wiring this up is pretty much... let me see. I can't remember if... Can they get powered that way? Yeah, they can. Okay. I couldn't remember. And all you have to do is pretty much just connect the dot from here. This is where your little lever's at. And you just want to connect everything pretty much. However you want to do it, you know. There's no specific way for this, you guys. It's any way you want. You go around here. And you go around. And then you go around. And now the easiest way is to keep that on. Keep this powered like that. And just run all your redstone. And you can see where it's going to stop. Right here. Throw a repeater. Keep on going around. Let's see where it stops. Okay, so it stops right here. Let's just put the repeater right here. And then hopefully we'll reach this side without a repeater. Bingo. Okay, so we reached all 3 of those. And then for this one, we can do something like this. Remember, this ain't part of it right here. This is not part of the room. Oh, shit. I used the wrong one. Oops. Move. Move, guy. Move. Like that. There we go. So all the lights are on. And like I said, you can do it any way you want. It doesn't matter how you want to do it. And now we can turn this off. And now they'll all be off and on. But you want to do your lighting always first. So that's it. That's the way I would build it in my world. Now, I might, you know, pretty this up a little bit more. But other than that, that's exactly how I would be building it. With this timer and everything. It works out to be exactly perfect. Like I said, I would have a brewing stand probably right here. And I would use this chest for my items as well as my brewing stuff. And I would just throw a potion and that's it. So I'll put a download in the description. Here's the full one that I built earlier. You can get the exact everything you want, and then the one we just built. And that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know. And I will see you on the next one. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.